and the east side, it's called the darbuka. It's made of metal, or it can be made also of clay. And the head usually is made, like any frame drum is made by animal skin. But we love animals, isn't it? So we will use a plastic skin. And for example, the first time I took this instrument, I had no idea how to play it. So I had to go on tour with a Romanian band called Timpurnoi, and I had to find some rhythm solutions that were completing the drums, because we had a drum set and we had some things that we had. So I found the darbuka, and I didn't know that you keep it this way, so I put it this way and start playing. And all I did was trying to find, during the rehearsals, the right sounds and the rhythms, everything I could find to be together with the band and with the drums. So I tried to find different kinds of sounds to sound decent and to be kept in the project. So the most important thing is and this is the most fascinating thing, is you try to find the sound of the instrument without learning from anybody. Then the most important thing, after you pass the etude level, find somebody who's good and learn directly from the person. YouTube is okay, but it can get you to a certain level. So find a person, a man, a human being, a good teacher, and learn from him. And there is also another thing that I don't want to forget to tell you. Listen to a lot of music, as much as you can, and many kinds of music. Sometimes you don't even imagine that you would listen to some kind of music, and you enjoy it. Why? Because the artists are good. There's no good or bad music. There are good artists and bad artists. Not professionals and amateurs. They're good or bad. They love what they do or don't. This is the difference. This is the only way to make a difference between musicians. They show love to music or not. So the most important thing before starting practicing is this question: do I love what I do or not? Because if I don't love like I do, like crazy, I will suffer, because every time any obstacle, anything that comes on my way may make me stop me. If I love it, I will never stop. So suddenly I realized and I saw that the instrument is kept like this. And I try to find out the right position, because if I keep it like this, it's gonna fall. So keep it closer to your body, like your baby. And there are three classical, original ways of hitting the instrument. It's this, it's the bass, and the left hand. You hit with these two hands and with this part. And this movement, you can make it like this. As you see, I do it with this finger because I got used to it. So sometimes I play correctly. Or sometimes I play it my way. faster. And of course, the most interesting thing is finding your own way of improvising, because a teacher cannot teach you how to improvise. This is crazy. How can you teach somebody to improvise? You can tell him not to go off tune. You can tell him to be careful to keep the rhythm, but how can I tell you how to improvise? Because improvising is composing in the right second, in real time. So, shall I talk slower? And you find different ways of putting the ghost notes and everything you have in that rhythm and make your own groove and improvise. So this is the darbuka. The next thing I'm going to show you is very fragile. It's African and it's called udu. It's usually made of clay. This is made of fiber because I don't want to buy a new one after each concert or workshop. So it has two basic sounds. The slap, which is over this part of the instrument. And you can find any rhythm you want on this. And you have the other sound, which is this one. Don't try to make a solo on this, but it's great to fill the rhythm with special sounds. And in my experience as a listener, I go to many concerts and I'm very happy when I hear sounds that I cannot recognize.